Do you want to speak English naturally? Why is it so important to learn English idioms? You can ask this question: what is the use of idioms? Why idioms are important for English language learners? Is it good to use idioms in essays? What are some popular idioms? Idioms are expressions that help us describe an exact situation in a different, more creative way. They share cultural and historical information and broaden people's understanding of a language. Idioms build up some distinctive features which can differ from one language to another. An idiom is a manner of speaking that is natural to native speakers of a language. Every language has its own collection of wise sayings. They offer advice about how to live and also transmit some underlying ideas, principles, and values of a given cultural society. These sayings are called idioms. This list of commonly used idioms and sayings can help you how to speak English idioms in a proper manner. The first idiom is wing it, to act or do something without preparation. For example, I have not prepared a speech for the class, so I will have to wing it. The next example, I do not know what I will say at the meeting, so I will have to wing it. You don't know what you are going to say in the meeting, so you have to wing it there. That means without preparation. Next idiom is to put someone on the spot. That means to ask someone a difficult or embarrassing question. For example, the manager put the employee on the spot when he asked her a difficult question during the meeting. And one more example, the teacher put me on the spot with a question during the class. And the next idiom is to eat someone out of house and home. That means to eat too much food in someone's home. For example, the teenage boys are eating their parents out of house and home. And the next example, our guest is eating us out of house and home. And one more example, the children are eating their grandparents out of house and home. And the next idiom is weather a storm. That means to survive a storm or something bad. Example, the business conditions were very bad, but the company was able to weather a storm and now it's doing well. And next example, the big storm was very bad, but we were able to weather the storm. Pronunciation, storm is not a storm, it's a storm. And the next idiom is to stumble across someone or something. That means to find someone or something by chance. For example, we stumbled across a very nice restaurant last weekend. And one more example, I stumbled across a very interesting book in the library last week. Sometimes we might get the things by chance. And the next idiom is to turn a profit. That means to make a profit. For example, the supermarket has been turning a profit since it opened. And the next example, the small shop is not able to turn a profit. And one more example, the company is turning a big profit with a new product. Next idiom is to feel on the top of the world. That means to feel very good, to feel wonderful. For example, the boy was feeling on the top of the world, but then he had to stay home because of coronavirus. And the next example, the girl feels on the top of the world now that she will enter her favorite university. And the next idiom is to fly off the handle. That means to become very angry. For example, the customer flew off the handle when he received the bill in the restaurant. And the next example, my friend will fly off the handle if I'm late for our meeting. And the next example, the teacher flew off the handle when the boy came to class late. The next idiom is often running. That means making a good start, progressing well. For example, we were slow to start a work, but now that we are often running, everything seems fine. The next example, the candidates are often running to try and become a mayor of the city. The next idiom is long in the tooth. That means rather old. For example, the man is getting long in the tooth and does not like to play sports anymore. And the next example, the actress is long in the tooth and must act in different roles now. And one more example, the man is a little long in the tooth for his new job. And the next example, to pan out. That means to end favorably, to work out well. For example, hopefully the new coronavirus vaccine will pan out. And the next example, the new job did not pan out for the man, so he decided to return to school. And the next example, the company tried to sell the new product, but it did not pan out. The last idiom of this video, strapped for cash, to have little more or no money to spend. For example, we are strapped for cash, so we will stay home this weekend. And next example, the city is strapped for cash and will not build a new bridge. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe our channel, like, share and comment for this video. Thank you so much.